هم للطريق مشاعل الأنوار، هم للنسيم عبيره الفوار، هم قادة رفعوا التميز راية، هم في العزيمة همة الأنصار. هم للطريق مشاعل الأنوار، هم للنسيم عبيره الفوار، هم قادة رفعوا التميز راية، هم في العزيمة همة الأنصار. لبناء جيل رائد بسلاحه علما وروحا للتقدم جاري، لبناء جيل رائد بسلاحه علما وروحا للتقدم جاري، وبمنهج شرب الأصالة منهما ذاك الكتاب وسنة المختار، ذاك الكتاب وسنة المختار. هم للطريق مشاعل الأنوار، هم للنسيم عبيره الفوار، هم قادة رفعوا التميز راية، هم في العزيمة همة الأنصار. هم للطريق مشاعل الأنوار، هم للنسيم عبيره الفوار، هم قادة رفعوا التميز راية، هم في العزيمة همة الأنصار. ولهم بأخلاق الكرام مآثر يروونها بتواتر الأخبار، ولهم بأخلاق الكرام مآثر يروونها بتواتر الأخبار. ناد له من كل حقل سهرة بحر العلوم وأنهر الأفكار.
Welcome back to Unit 6 with Lesson 7. So now with Lesson 7, Unit 6, writing book. Writing book, page 47 and 48. Remember here, please, how we join sentences with but, and or. Here is, flying is very enjoyable. It's expensive. It is expensive. Flying is very enjoyable. It is expensive. So, the sentences here, I mean the two parts of the sentence, contrast. So we will use but. The answer is flying is very enjoyable, but it is expensive. Enjoyable, but it is expensive. Enjoyable, but expensive. So the next point here, flying is very enjoyable. It saves time. Flying is very enjoyable. The next part is it saves time. The sentences do not contrast. So we will use and. The answer of the sentence here, flying is very enjoyable and saves. Enjoyable and saves time. The next point here, you can travel to Egypt by plane. You can travel to Egypt by plane. You can travel to Egypt by boat. Here is, the sentences give a choice. So we are going to use or. We will use or. The answer is, you can travel to Egypt by plane or by boat. By plane or by boat. Or is here, okay? The next point here is, Faisal is 17. Khalid likes bananas. You see, we cannot join them. We cannot join the two parts of this sentence because ideas are not connected. الأفكار غير مترابطة هنا يا شباب، علشان كده لا يمكن ربط هذه الجملة. So, the next, do as shown between brackets. It's an exercise. Arab aid goes to Africa. It goes to Asia. He wants me here to use and to join the sentence here. Arab aid goes to Africa and to Asia. Arab aid goes to Africa and to Asia. So, the next point here, number 2. We can visit Khalid. We can visit Faisal. We cannot visit both. Join the 3 sentences. He means the 3 parts of the sentence. So, the answer is, we can visit Khalid or Faisal, but we cannot visit both. We cannot visit Khalid or Faisal, but we used here or and but. It's okay? So, here is number 3. You can have a blue book. You can have a red book. You cannot have both. He wants me to join the 3 sentences or the 3 parts of the sentence. Here is the answer is, you can have a blue book or a red book, but you cannot have both. We used here or and but. Or and but. You can have a blue book or a red book, but you cannot have both. The next point here is number 4. Malaysia produces rubber. Saudi Arabia does not. He wants me to use but. The answer of this point is, Malaysia produces rubber, but Saudi Arabia does not. We used here but. Okay? So, this is the answer of point 4. Very good.
English for Saudi Arabia. Secondary English 5. Recording 14. Unit 6, Lesson 7. Paragraph. The Saudi Fund for Development.
The Saudi Fund for Development. The Saudi Fund for Development was established in October 1974 and started with $3 billion capital. Since then, it has lent money to more than 50 different countries. This money has been spent mostly on transport, power and water projects. The borrowers usually have 20 years to repay, but they do not have to start paying for 5 years. The fund has a follow-up department which checks the progress of projects and makes sure they are completed.
The next point. Read the paragraph about the Abu Dhabi Fund. Abu Dhabi Fund. There is one mistake in every line. Okay? Underline the mistakes, then write the corrections in the box on the right. So, our paragraph here. The Abu Dhabi Fund for Arab Economic Development. You see here the word for with capital letter, capital F, but it should be small f, small letter, because it is a preposition. هذا حرف جر يفترض أن يبدأ بسمول letter. Okay? Also, it is not a beginning of a sentence. The next, the first line of the paragraph here, the Abu Dhabi Fund for Arab Economic. The first line here, we have a mistake here. 4, it should be small letter, small f. Okay? We changed it into small f instead of capital F. The next line here, development was established in July 1971, and this is the second line. We have a mistake here, establish, but it should be established. So you should add ed to the verb because it is the past participle of the verb, established. The next line, line number 3, started with $120 million capital. Since then, it lent. This is the mistake of this line. It should be, it has lent. Okay? It has lent. The next line, line number 4, is money to more than 50 different projects, comma, this. This is the mistake of this line. It should be full stop. So we changed the comma into full stop. Then capital T instead of capital T instead of small t. The next line is money has been lent mostly to Arab African. The mistake of this line is Arab. It should be comma after it. Arab, then comma. Arab, then comma. After it, then we can say African. And Asian countries. The mistake of this line is countries. It's wrong here because it should be plural. It should be R-I-E-S, not R-Y-S. So the correction of it is R-I-E-S, countries, the plural of country. The next line is 10 to 20 years to repay, full stop, and do not have to. The mistake here is the full stop. It should be comma here. It should be comma here. So we changed the full stop into comma, then and, to repay, comma, and do not have to. Okay? Start paying. This is the next line. Start paying for 3 to 5 years, comma, the fund. Okay? The mistake of this line here is the comma. It should be full stop. It should be full stop. So we changed the comma into the full stop. Then capital T instead of small t here. So the correction is years, full stop, capital T of the. Okay, the next line here is was originally established to help needy Arab. The mistake of this line here is the small letter of Arab, the first letter of Arab. It should be capital letter. So we changed the small letter here into capital A. It should be capital letter of it. So the next line here is states or soon expanded to give aid to any Third, this line has a mistake also with or. This is wrong word. It should be but not or. It should be but not or. So we changed or into but. Okay? This is the correction of the mistake of this line. The last mistake of our paragraph here is world countries. This mistake should be full stop here after countries because it is the end of the sentence. So we should put full stop after countries. So the correction here is full stop after countries. It is the last mistake of our paragraph here. Okay? The next point of our lesson here, look at the table on page 49. Please follow me. Look at the table on page 49. Then write a paragraph about the Saudi Fund for Development on page 52. Okay? You can write the paragraph in your book, page 52. Here is the paragraph. The title here is the Saudi Fund for Development. The Saudi Fund for Development was established in October 1974 and started with $3 billion capital. Okay? Since then, it has lent money to more than 50 different countries. This money has been lent mostly to transport, power, and water projects. The borrowers usually have 20 years to repay and do not have to start paying for 5 years. The fund has a follow-up department which checks the progress of projects and makes sure they are completed. So, if you wanted to write as this paragraph using the next ideas of the form on page 49. So you can read the paragraph on page 50 in your writing book, then change some words. You can get these words from the form on page 49. Okay? So it is the last point of our lesson here, lesson 7. So we have finished explaining unit 6. Thank you. This is the last point of our lesson here, unit 6. Thank you for following me. Thank you.